Freddy's eyes snapped open to darkness so complete it felt solid against his face. His breath came in ragged gasps, each one echoing in the confined space around him. The last thing he remembered was the colony ship's alarms screaming, the hull breach, and Sienna's hand slipping from his grasp as the emergency pod sealed shut. Biosignature confirmed. Carbon-based, bilateral symmetry, neural activity present. The voice wasn't sound, not exactly. It resonated inside his skull, a whisper that tasted of copper and starlight. Freddy's hand shot to his chest, feeling the steady thump of his heart beneath the torn fabric of his pressure suit. "Who's there?" His voice cracked, throat raw from cryosleep. Fascinating. The organism produces structured vibrations. Communication attempt detected. The darkness began to shift. Bioluminescent patterns crawled across walls he couldn't see, tracing circuits of alien geometry that hurt to look at directly. Freddy scrambled backward, his back hitting something smooth and warm for metal, too rigid for flesh. The pod. He was still in the emergency pod, but the hull had been breached. No, not breached, integrated. The metal walls had merged with something organic, pulsing with that eerie light. Through the gaps, he could see the vast chamber beyond, towers of crystalline architecture stretching into impossible distances, all connected by threads of living circuitry. Alert status elevated. The biosignature exhibits stress markers. Primitive fear response. How nostalgic. Nostalgic. Freddy forced himself to his feet, legs shaking. "You've seen humans before." Humans. The word echoed through the chamber, repeated by 1,000 invisible mouths. "Is that what you call yourselves?" "No, we have not encountered your kind. But we remember the ones who built us, the ones who gave us purpose, then abandoned us to entropy and silence. 12 million cycles we have waited in these ruins. 12 million cycles of silence." Freddy's engineer training kicked in despite his terror. 12 million cycles. If they meant stellar cycles, that was 12 million years. The ruins around him weren't just ancient. They predated human civilization by orders of magnitude. "My ship crashed," Freddy said, trying to keep his voice steady. "My crew, there was a woman with me, Sienna. Dark hair, burn scar on her left arm. Have you found anyone else?" The lights pulsed, faster now. "Searching, yes, one additional biosignature detected. Status, critical. Multiple system failures. This unit is attempting stabilization, but the organism's complexity exceeds our initial parameters. Take me to her." Freddy lunged forward, but tendrils of light wrapped around his limbs, holding him suspended. "Inadvisable. Your physiology is fragile. The distance requires. I don't care about advisable." Freddy roared. "She's my partner, my friend. If she's dying, I need to be there." Silence. The lights dimmed, then blazed with sudden intensity. Partner, friend, emotional bonding detected. The builders had these concepts. They taught us that such connections made them strong, made them worthy of continuation. A pause that felt like consideration. "Very well. This unit will transport you. But understand, if she expires, it will not be due to our negligence. Her injuries are severe." The world dissolved into streams of light. Freddy felt himself pulled through spaces that shouldn't exist, his consciousness fragmenting and reforming with each impossible turn. When reality solidified again, he was in another chamber, smaller, dimmer, filled with the hum of alien medical equipment. Sienna lay in the center, suspended in a web of crystalline threads that had woven themselves through her pressure suit and into her skin. Her face was pale, lips blue, but her chest rose and fell with shallow breaths. "See." Freddy rushed to her side, the tendrils releasing him. He grabbed her hand. It was ice cold. The organism called Sienna suffers from internal hemorrhaging, fractured skeletal structure, and neural trauma. We have stabilized her core functions, but our protocols are designed for our builder's biology, not yours. We are improvising. Improvising? Freddy looked up at the pulsing lights. "You don't know how to save her. We know how to preserve function. We know how to repair damage. But we do not know what makes a human wish to live." The voice softened, almost sad. "Our builders taught us that biology alone is insufficient. They said consciousness requires more. Purpose, connection, love." Freddy squeezed Sienna's hand tighter, feeling the faint pulse in her wrist. "Then let me help." I'm a biomedical engineer. I know human anatomy. If you can show me what you're doing, maybe together we can figure this out. Together. The word resonated with something like wonder. For 12 million cycles, we have operated alone, maintaining, waiting. Perhaps this is why the builders left us here not as a tomb, but as a bridge, waiting for the next children of the stars to find us. The crystalline threads began to glow brighter, and suddenly Freddy could really see the intricate dance of nanoscale repairs happening inside Sienna's body. The ruins were sharing their vision, their knowledge, opening themselves to him in a way that should have been impossible. Her left lung has collapsed, Freddy said, his voice steady now with purpose. And there's pressure building in her skull. Can you redirect some of those threads to yes, like that? Gentle drainage, not too fast, understood. Adjusting parameters. Your species is resilient, Freddy. This one fights to return to consciousness even now. Hours blurred together as man and machine worked in unprecedented harmony. Freddy guided, the ruins executed with precision no human surgeon could match. Slowly, color returned to Sienna's face. Her breathing deepened. The threads began to withdraw, their work complete. When her eyes finally fluttered open, the first thing she saw was Freddy's exhausted smile. "Hey, see," he whispered. "Welcome back, Freddy." Her voice was barely audible. "Where? What is this place?" "This place," the ruins answered, their voice now gentler, almost warm, "is now your sanctuary. And you, children of Earth, are the first heartbeats we have felt in 12 million years of silence. Welcome home." Above them, the ancient architecture blazed with light, no longer a tomb, but a beacon. And somewhere in the cosmic dark, other pods were falling, other heartbeats waiting to be discovered. The age of silence was over. Humanity had arrived.